All right, legends, how is everybody doing? Now, the price of Bitcoin is getting a little bit of a corrective move, but there is some interesting levels that I want to talk about in today's live stream, guys. We're going to talk about the setups that I'm looking at here. Where would there be a sign of strength or a sign of weakness for the price of Bitcoin? Some very interesting news that is going on. We do have some ETF inflows, pretty aggressive during the last couple of days, and we're going to go through that in the next coming minutes. Guys, make sure to absolutely destroy that like button. Let me know if you can hear me. If you can see me, I'm going to go through the comment section. Bitcoin right now getting a little bit of a pullback. We are hitting the major level of resistance here on the higher time frame. What level of resistance this is? Of course, that is the value area low from the entire range in between March and June. We created a double top here during the last few days and now getting a pretty nice corrective move of over $1,000. We're going to talk about the major levels of support. What are the scenarios that could happen? Some things that we mentioned yesterday. Now, we didn't get that fifth wave breaking out, okay, above that high at $63,500. However, we tapped that level and created a swing failure pattern. It ended up in a double top, as you can see here on the chart. So the price did manage to get that next leg here to the upside, but ended up in a double top scenario. Very acceptable short position to come all the way back down to the lows. This short position was provided in the Legends trading community. This is where I provide every single day analysis and scenarios in the Legends trading community. We also got someone here that has a lot of experience and is providing some setups as well, also providing the setups, the entry points, and also looking at the different take profit zones. We had a really nice long setup here that actually came all the way up, all right, to the point of control of this range for a take profit one. And now with today's news coming out, we did get that rejection from that point. You can see how you're claiming the lows right over here, claiming that liquidity, a rise to the point of control, a little bit of volatility because we did have some news today. We did have the Federal Chair Powell's speech and also Jolt's job openings. This volatility just about an hour ago obviously got that rise to the upside. We got a major pullback. We got the DXY also getting a bit of volatility up and down. And finally, the price of Bitcoin not managing to break that point of control here with a strong rejection and coming down to claim the lows and even breaking through. I'm going to give the explanation right now in the coming minutes of what are we looking at next for the price of Bitcoin, because yes, the price of Bitcoin now is dropping. It's having a little bit of a falling knife situation. The next consolidation in this range or reclaim of certain levels is going to become extremely bullish. And I'm going to explain that in today's live stream. However, if we do start breaking down certain levels of support, this is not going to be looking good at all. Now, the strongest level that we do have here is the point of control and the value area high of this trading zone that we do have here, as you can see. So very important that this point of control, value area high, getting a little bit of volatility. This is the box zone that we want the price of Bitcoin to maintain as support in the coming hours. So a little bit of a choppy fest here is very much acceptable. Now, once that choppy fest happens and we do not get the breakdown successfully, it's going to be a good zone of support to speculate that we are going to get that next rise to hit the highs from yesterday above $63,800. For the moment, we need to see proof of support. We're getting a little bit of a reaction here at the value area low of this trading zone. So we just need to give a little bit of time for the price of Bitcoin and then speculate that we could get that recovery. We'll be explaining the scenarios and the levels in this live stream so you can understand where the price is going next. Let's go through the comment section. Remember to absolutely destroy the like button. Like button is bearish, guys. If we get to 500 likes, I'm giving a Trezor hardware wallet. If we get to 1,000 likes, okay, I'm going to give $500 worth of Bitcoin, guys. So make sure to destroy that like button on your way in as you're watching the stream. Let's go. Andy Busy shorting the market. I did get into a small short position. I got stopped out once from a short position from the rejection of this point of control, and then got into another short position here on 𝗬𝟐, okay, based on the rejection. Based on realizing, hey, there could be a possibility that we're going to form one more leg here to the downside to claim the lows. So did attempt, guys, a short position first of all, got stopped out with the volatility. Now, I knew that we were going to have a little bit of volatility because we had the news kicking in. I hate trading the news because I manage my risk very, very well, and I get into small losses. However, if I'm trading when there is news just about to happen, then likely that I could get stopped out based on my risk management. So overall, got stopped out once. Then we got the rejection, and this was an acceptable short trade purely based on the price not managing to break through here the point of control and basically this support zone, right? To look for the sweep of the lows one more time or a breakthrough, right? I was happy with just a sweep of the lows or basically breaking through, but this area was my take profit zone. So overall, we're shorting, we're longing, all right? And you know, this is how we trade the market, right? Especially when we're ranging in smaller ranges, we look to get into long positions, we look to get into short positions. Now, I'm also in a long position here. I've been compounding a long position that I have on Bybit. It's at a slight loss at the moment, but I got stop loss far away because it's a very small position. If we do manage to consolidate at this $61,500 to $62,000 range, looking at the proof of support, I will add to this position and make it another big position here to look for the highs to be claimed. However, I need to see the proof of support, and if not, get stopped out in this position. This would be around about $100 of a stop loss if we do manage to break through. But as you can see, this is realized profit from long positions that we got in the last few days. Beautiful long position that was provided on the stream here based on this price action right over here. This was a beautiful long position that we did talk about here on the stream, realizing what the price action needs to do. Guys, if you're interested, Bybit for me is the #1 crypto exchange. Okay, a lot of liquidity, very legit. It's got over 6 years of track record. Okay, you want to trade on Bybit. If you cannot trade on Bybit, the best second option would be Bluffing, guys, as it's a no KYC platform. You do have an insane bonus to claim down below. Trade on Bluffing, $80,000 worth of bonus. This bonus is airdropped every time you place some trades and deposit. You'll be getting some bonuses in your futures exchange, guys. Super easy to use. No KYC, just with an email and a password. You're signing up in a matter of minutes, guys. Check out Bluffing. You have the link down below. So what is next for the price of Bitcoin? First of all, let's go through comment section first, okay? Because, oh my goodness, what a devastating title. Bitcoin buying pressure kicks in, right? You can see here the title, buying pressure. Well, we do have that buying pressure based on ETF inflows. Now, there was over 2,000 Bitcoin inflows just yesterday, okay? And we can see Fidelity with most of the inflows over 1,000 Bitcoin, which is absolutely crazy. And also Bitwise and ARK with almost another 1,000 here when you combine them too. So the ETF inflows has got a big rise because it has been a little bit bearish during the last week. Okay, between 1 and 2 weeks, we had some outflows, but now this is a big shift on the ETF inflows. So no doubt that the buying pressure is there. We had miners capitulating, okay, so no doubt that there's a bit of selling pressure based on the miners, but it's kind of being balanced with the buying pressure of the ETFs. Now, with this movement to the downside, this is really still a corrective move. We have been moving to the upside very nicely during the last week, bottoming out here at $58,000. So we're rising here for the moment to the upside. Now, the big question is, could this be an ABC corrective move? And this is something that we want to pay attention to, because no doubt if we are going to break down below the lows over here, the value area low, this is no longer going to be bullish, and we are very likely going to come down all the way to the lows at $58,000. Why? Well, this will no longer be impulsive. We do have several scenarios to analyze this impulsive move, potentially being in a 1, 2, 3 right there. We could be still in the 3 as we have not formed 5 waves to the upside. Why could we still be in the 3 wave? Well, this possibly could be a 1, 2 still inside of the 3rd wave. Okay, we could still be inside of the 3rd wave, and we are going to form next waves here in the next coming days. That is still very much a possibility. We are inside of the 3rd wave. Also, when we do zoom into the lower time frames and analyze this impulsive move to the upside, we can speculate, all right, that maybe this was a truncated 5th wave. We formed a 1 wave right there. This was very nice. This was the long position provided a couple of days ago. I managed to bank over $500 just with this nice day trade, small little swing trade, speculating on the rise to claim the highs of the range, because we're speculating on another wave up, right? Either in an ABC or in a 1, 2, 3. We are still inside of the 3rd wave. So lower time frames, hey, what if this has already been the impulsive move? Now there's 2 speculations that we can have here, and we're going to talk about invalidations right away in just 1 second. Okay, let's see if I can explain very nicely. We do have the scenario of ABC. This has been the end, and we're just going to start breaking down very impulsively now in the next coming days. I gotta say that this scenario is definitely possible. We have the strongest resistance level from March till June, which is the value area low. Once we get above the value area low from this trading zone, which is big resistance, this is where we're rejecting now the last couple of days. That is going to be a little bit of game on, right? This is game on, guys. We are getting acceptance back inside of the entire range because we're breaking through the value area low. Once you get above the value area low of the trading zone, that gives you a high probability that the price action is just going to get some more momentum to the upside. Okay, so the number 1 resistance that we need to break to be confident that we are going to go to higher levels is that $63,500 range, where we got a beautiful rejection yesterday, right? We got a nice double top, which is very acceptable trading setup right over there. We created a double top. Okay, let me know if any of you guys managed to short this double top. Liquidity grab, right, as you can see on the chart, getting above $63,700. And the rejection, okay, beautiful for a short position, managing risk with your stop loss above the highs, and an easy target zone would be coming down to the lows. Another scenario here is that this has been a flat structure. Now, it's not too flat with this breakdown, okay? I was speculating on the possibility that, hey, what if this is a 1, 2, this is still the 3rd wave, and we are inside of the 4th wave, and we're just gonna get that breakout of the 5th wave in the coming days. This is still a scenario that could happen. Maybe this movement as a 4th wave has been an expanded flat, right? Where you just have the regular A, B getting above the A, and then the C wave breaking down the A wave right there. This is still very much a possibility, especially when you are hitting the major support zone of the value area high of this trading zone of the last few days. This is strong support, guys. We are getting a reaction. It would be nice to see a little bit of a consolidation and look for those double bottoms. We love double bottoms and double tops. They give us a great trading setup. Look at the highs right there. Bam, double top. We love the lows being hit. Boom, double bottom right there, getting to the point of control. This was a nice setup provided in the Legends trading community. If you are interested, every day we provide analysis and possible trading setups, okay, with very good risk management. You have the link down below. We're getting more technical analysts, more traders, more news, research on new altcoins that are coming out that have potentially good a future. We are making the Legends trading community different, and there's a lot of more value. You have the first link down in the description, okay? It's the first link if you want to join the Legends trading community, already providing that analysis, those setups, and great news and fundamental analysis on some altcoins. So right now over here with this scenario, is this still possible? You know, could this be the 4th wave? Well, if that were to be the case, we do not really want to come as low as the point of control and this high. Why? Because on a wave 4, if we are speculating on an expanded flat, which is definitely a possibility, okay? Don't get me wrong here. It's definitely a scenario. This is big support at $61,900. Value area high of the range. And there is a possibility looking at this pivot low, if we're speculating that we're still inside of a 4th wave. This is like the ultimate level to get the bounce, the point of control. As long as we do not overlap the 1st wave, then you can still speculate that this is a 4th wave and we're going to get that 5th wave to the upside. So we do not want to break down from here. If we break down, start hitting point of control and come down and overlap this 1st wave, it ain't going to be looking good. I will start being not bearish, not quite bearish just yet, till we break down beneath this low. And the main reason why is because this could be a 1-2 inside of the 3rd wave. What do I mean by 1-2 here? Well, this could be still the 1st wave, 2nd wave, and we are still building up the 3rd wave here. And inside of this 3rd wave, this is only being the first 1-2. Okay, so if we the 2nd wave can come as low as the 0.88 Fibonacci. So I would still be looking at the possibility of this being a 1-2, 1-2, going down to the 7-8, going down to 61,300 or even $61,000 where we have the 0.88. This zone is where I need to see the price finding support. We need to dance around here for, several hours, forming those double bottoms, looking at proof of support. If you do get that proof of support right there at the point of control, the 7-8 Fibonacci, we're talking about 61,300. If we get the price dancing around here at this zone, this is going to be extremely bullish. This for me, holding this zone as support, I can speculate that this is a 1-2 inside of the much larger 3rd wave, okay? So we want to see that proof of support in between today and tomorrow if we are going to go to lower levels, okay? Then the other scenario is, hey, what if this right over here has been the 4th wave, right? You could speculate that this is a 4th wave. You have that ABC expanded flat, right? Where you're getting the price action getting beneath the A wave, right? You've got the B wave getting above A wave and the C wave getting below A wave, but very aggressively, hitting that point of control where we're currently getting a bounce. This is still very much a possibility. How can I be confident that this right now is going to get a rise? Because there is that scenario that maybe this has been already 5 waves to the upside, okay? And we are not finished in this very large ABC corrective move. So the other scenario here is that we've finished, okay, this wave to the upside with a truncated 5th wave. And right now we are inside a much larger ABC corrective move, right? Coming down here. I will still be bullish as long as we consolidate here in between the point of control and the 7-8 Fibonacci. If price manages to react and consolidate here in this range, this is still going to be bullish. This is still going to be a good chance that the price is forming a 1-2 and we're just going to get that next 3rd explosive wave, managing to break through here the $63,500, which is the value area low, the most important level of resistance. However, if you want to look for a setup and you want to be confident that the price has bottomed out here, so if you say that we do get a bounce and we just get a massive rise here, no doubt that this rise, okay, kind of a V-shaped recovery. Just imagine that we do form a V-shaped recovery. That is the moment that we need to flip bullish, because this will no longer be impulsive to the downside. This will no longer be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to go to lower levels, because you're overlapping the 1st wave. If you're speculating that this is an impulsive move to the downside, you do not want to see the 4th wave overlapping the 1st wave. So if the price manages to get back above the value area low, then you know that this is no longer bearish. And that is the moment you want to start flipping bullish and looking for those day trade, swing trade setups to the upside to come and claim the highs of yesterday. So get that acceptance above the value area low of this mini range formed the last 2 days. And then obviously we can start flipping bullish. This will be great. If you do get that high volume with this rise and you start getting above those lows from yesterday, this is flipping bullish. You're likely going to see the price start to recover and finally hit those highs. So there's going to be a lot of day trade scalping long positions that can be basically, you can basically get into those day trading scalping setups, obviously on those pullbacks, not on the rise, not FOMOing in, once you get above the lows. So you're going to have to be paying attention here, for example, at the point of control, right? So you get the movement to the upside, you get back inside of the range, then the price breaks through here, no doubt breaking above that point of control. That is a zone of support. If you haven't hit already the highs, you're looking for those pullbacks because this is going to be extremely bullish. You'll be getting above that resistance zone, speculating on level to level trading, realizing that this is a sign of strength. We want to follow the momentum to the upside. That is only if we do break through the lows from yesterday and the value area low of this trading range. That would be a sign of strength, guys, and we would be looking for the price to hit those highs from yesterday, okay, and potentially break through successfully. Let's go through the comment section and say, low, this isn't buying pressure, dude. Well, we do have buying pressure from the ETFs, okay? Stay chilled, all right? Now we're going to get bashed because of the title and the thumbnail, right? It's basically buying pressure from the ETFs. This is why we did get the rise also the last few days. This is a corrective move still, okay? This is a corrective move. We have been going into an uptrend the last few days. We need to realize that the bullish case scenario is still very much intact, all right? Till we do not break down, obviously, from these lows, I'm going to say that we have high probability in claiming this low. The moment the price gets beneath the value area low here, tapping the lows right there, this is without a doubt going to be extremely bearish. I would be expecting continuation to the downside. That would be a sign of weakness. This is the moment where we will have a sign of weakness once we break down from this level, because then we realize that, hey, okay, this has been an A, B, C corrective move, and this movement to the downside, losing this pivot low, all right, and value area low is going to be an extremely bearish move. We are likely going to come down to the lows. It's just going to be a sign of weakness, and you have high probability that you're going to get that continuation dropping down another couple of $1,000 as soon as you lose the 60,000 range, okay? The $60,000, 60,500 already is going to be a big sign of weakness if we do get all the way down there, because you do not want to see the second wave here if we're speculating on a 1-2, right? 1-2, and we're forming 1-2, and inside of the third wave, you don't want to see the price getting all the way down to the 0.88 Fibonacci, right? It would be like the ultimate level, but I would already say, okay, this ain't looking good. We are likely going to come down to these lows right now with this pretty decent pullback, okay? So as long as we're above point of control, value area low, this zone over here, we can create that choppiness. This is still very much bullish. Still very much bullish. I would be expecting this zone to hold and finally get the rise and claim those highs. Dancing around in this area is going to be the moment that you want to be ready for some potential scenarios. If you cannot catch the long, so say that we do form a V-shaped recovery, then you think, oh man, this was a falling knife. I missed out the long position and I couldn't get into that long because I was waiting for a consolidation. I like to wait for consolidations and local double bottom scenarios. They give you a great trigger for a long position. You can manage your risk with your stop loss, and then you're looking for that double bottom rise, okay? If we do get a V-shaped recovery, which is always a possibility, then you missed out on buying the absolute low, right? But what you want to wait for is the reclaim of certain levels. This is why when we talked about this scenario a few days ago, where I longed, guys. I didn't long here. I longed here. I was late into the long position. But I had confirmation. I had higher probability that the price was going to rise to the highs. And the main reason why is realizing that this ended up in an ABC. This is no longer impulsive to the downside. We're reclaiming the support levels. This right over here is a sign of strength, right? This is the moment that you want to get into long position, manage your risk with stop losses beneath the lows. Okay, look for the rise here to claim the highs. This was a really nice setup provided on YouTube a few days ago. Now, same scenario here, right? You get the drop down. This looks aggressive. We could continue to the downside and we could even break through. So, you know, when you're long in here, you need to be very much aware that, hey, maybe this is breaking down. This is a falling knife. I don't feel confident in longing right there. Well, we wait for the sign of strength. We wait for the sign of strength. It doesn't matter catching the low, all right? We can also get into some long positions once you reclaim certain levels of resistance to provide that sign of strength, just like we did a few days ago. Reclaiming the lows and the value area low, that is giving us our trigger. That's giving us our trigger to test the highs. This is the same scenario. We will realize that this has only been a corrective structure right over here. And if you do manage to reclaim that value area low, this movement to the downside will no longer be impulsive. It's corrective, and you're likely going to see the price action sweeping up the highs and even breaking through very strongly. Because if you do break through from this level, I can already tell you we're likely going to go to $64,000 and even $65,000 potentially in a matter of hours. Why? Because this is a strong resistance zone. We need a huge amount of volume to break through that level. And if we do get an attempt to move up there, then the breakout will be very, very strong. Okay, so no doubt you would want to hold some of those long positions that you do get into for the breakout, because potentially the price, okay, you're hitting the highs, you get a rejection, but overall you're looking for that pretty solid breakout to follow the momentum to the upside. Okay. So that's basically a little bit of the analysis. A clear sign of weakness. The price can still be bullish, and this could still be a corrective move, even coming down below the point of control and creating the choppiness. Okay, if we do form this kind of price action in the next 1 to 2 days, this is still bullish. If the price just breaks through, no signs of support, no sideways momentum, right? You just start breaking through here, bang, bang, no double bottoms. Then obviously this is going to be quite bearish. Then we'll have to flip to the bearish case scenario, which is coming all the way down to the lows based on a large ABC here that is finished. And we're just looking for those lows to be claimed and potentially broken. So we want to see the price maintaining above $60,000, right? We do not want to come all the way down to these lows, because this would be the invalidation point of the price being bullish, right? Getting a movement down here and getting a rise is just highly unlikely. Okay, you're probably going to get a sweep of liquidity first and get a rise for sure, but overall that will be quite bullish. I would be expecting price to continue to the upside. Why? Because you're already retracing all the way down, okay, from the start of the wave, and you do not want to see that. You do not want to see here, when you're impulsive in a market structure, you do not want to see the price action coming all the way down to the lows of the start of the wave, right? That is the moment that you're going to say, okay, this ain't looking too good. It's time to flip bearish, and we can get into some short positions there, all right? So we can get into some short trades here once we see that proof of bearishness. Let's go right away. Knowledge, crypto knowledge. My brother, thanks for joining the stream. Mina looking good. Andy, let's take a look at Mina protocol. Mina is one of those cryptocurrencies that I've been buying during the last few weeks, and it is in the red. However, it is in the red. I'm down on Mina protocol. I've been buying here at 80 cents, 70 cents, and my portfolio is down on Mina protocol. But happy to buy up some more on Mina protocol. You say it's looking pretty good here where we at. And I would want to see the price getting into a consolidation on Mina protocol. Without a doubt that we are very, very close to the bear market lows here on Mina protocol. And yeah, we're just very, very close to the bear market lows from 2023, also part of 2022. We're basically there. This for me, like I said, is great for DCAing, all right? No financial advice. This is my personal opinion. Really not looking at some setups right now on these altcoins as for trading, but it's looking very good to DCA, right? This is the best moments where you can start DCAing aggressively on multiple different altcoins, Why? Because I believe just with the timing, and I know you're probably going to disagree, guys. People just cannot take this dump, okay? People are basically in the red, and they're in, very, very in denial and disbelief, and they can't believe it, right? This is classic from the first wave up of a bull market. You get a full retracement on the second wave, which does become the disbelief stage. However, this is going to bottom out, right, in the next coming weeks, next coming months. It will bottom out, and it will form a very beautiful range. Those are the ranges that you need to be extremely bullish and accumulate, right? That is when you want to accumulate. And this bull run is very far away from being over. I know this does not look like a bull run when you take a look here at MENA protocol, but the best cryptocurrency, like I mentioned on the previous live streams, would be ADA, right? When you take a look at the history of ADA from the previous bull market, my goodness, this looked very, very bad. And I already was in crypto here when we had this corrective move. I started investing in 2018. Now, and I was buying and I was in the red, and I was buying and I was in the red. So very much understanding here the structure. The first major rally that we had in 2019, right, was pretty good. We had a nice little rally, and this was the disbelief stage, right? We had several months of downtrend. Then we had the C19 crash, extending a little bit that bear market. But overall, after that period of time, we got into the massive bull run. This just kicked off at the end of 2020, bringing you those few months of massive bullishness. So yeah, no doubt that this could be the scenario. You're going to start getting, pretty boring price action for several months now before things start kicking off, right? Even a little bit more to the downside. You need to be ready. This is going to start kicking off in the next coming months. We are likely going to see, a bit more time of reaccumulation. But then, guys, it is time to cash out, right? When we get that bull run, party into 2025, it's time to start DCAing out. 𝗬cie is up 8%. 𝗬cie has an insane marketing team. They'll be doing very, very well. Waves, yeah, Waves also. Waves, I'm in a swing long position on Waves, very low leverage. Waves right now, you can see that this does look like it's absolutely dead, right? It got delisted from Binance, but if you believe in the project, if you want to buy anything, this is the moment that you want to DCA without a doubt, because this project is still very much alive. And when it got delisted, it got a big, massive beating, and it's at the lows of the bear market, potentially bringing you that spring point. Extremely understand this is like the opportunity if you want to take a shot on this cryptocurrency. You're getting into that spring point right there. Big consolidation. You got the disbelief rally, and boom, you're actually coming all the way down to the bear market lows. And this is where the people are going to throw the towel. This is the moment where people throw the towel. They just give up and they say, wow, I've had it. I've had it because we are beneath the lows. This is the moment where you do get, guys, I cannot stress this enough. The people are going to start joining the streams and be, oh my goodness, crypto, the next big thing. It's like it happens every single time. When altcoins, crypto goes down, then obviously the interest goes down. And Waves, for me, is still very much alive. It got a big beating after the delisting on Binance. It's still a good L1 project. It's going to be alive for the next coming years. So if you are speculating on this having a major recovery, this is the moment that you want to get in. And this is not a rug pull. It's just had a beating because of the delisting. The project is still very much alive. Let's go right away through the comment section. ADA and XRP are terrible investments. They hit all-time high last week. All-time low last week. ADA and XRP. ADA hasn't hit all-time low. It hasn't hit the low of the bear market. I think it will manage to hold above the low of the bear market, okay? I wouldn't say, look, why would this be a terrible investment, right? This is a classic zone. It's the classic disbelief, guys. It's just, I cannot stress that enough. It is the classic disbelief zone. This is the second and last opportunity to DCA. Could it go to 30 cents? Yes. Could it go to 25 cents? Absolutely yes. then be prepared to be down 30, 40% or 50% in your portfolio, but also be prepared for this to absolutely rocket in the coming months, right? And if you're waiting to buy at lower levels, you're going to miss out. You're going to miss out. So the best strategy for investing in cryptocurrency is DCAing, right? It's DCAing. Let's take a look here at the link at the spring point. Yes, sir. Very true. There we go. There we go. Let's take a look at that. The video. We got 𝗖𝗫 that provided the video for me on link where I provided the spring point. I didn't get that video ready. Let me get that video here in just 1 second. Will be very, very easy just to let me just get that video here ready, guys, so you can check it out. It was basically the spring point that was mentioned on a live stream. This was back the 11th of June of 2023, and when taking a look at Chainlink, I was talking about this spring point, guys. This was the spring point talked about on Chainlink, and we're looking for a significant rise on Chainlink. Let me just go right away here, and let you know. So I was talking about this being the best zone to DCA very aggressively on Chainlink when we were trading at the $5, and then obviously looking for that big massive recovery on Chainlink, right? That's when we had this was back in June of 2023. You can check that live stream. It's the 11th of June live stream saying, guys, this is an accumulation zone. This $5 level is the level. I bought a bunch of Chainlink around at $6 and $5 as well. I have a huge bag of Chainlink, and I was saying, guys, this has to be one of the best levels to buy up Chainlink. I couldn't stress it enough. Some people, believed that the price was going to go to lower levels, and when we take a look at the price of Chainlink right there, this was exactly the spring point. You can check that live stream from the 11th of June. I have many live streams talking about Chainlink, but this was basically this over here. It was this level right there. Spring point from an accumulation zone. This is a great video that the live stream that was over a year ago now. This was the 11th of June of 2023, saying, guys, this is like, hey, after an accumulation and going sideways for such a long time, this is the level that you want to buy in, okay? And then Chainlink, after a few months, obviously did over a 4x, going all the way up above $20. So when we do take a look at this, okay? When we do take a look at waves, for example, and waves, no doubt, fundamentally, I haven't got too much knowledge on waves as much as I do from Chainlink. I know Chainlink will be hitting all-time high at some point in the near future. Waves is a little bit more speculative, right? Waves, I haven't done so much research on Waves. I know it's a good L1 project, still very much, it does have a small ecosystem. However, it's there, and it's still building, and the roadmap still looks pretty solid. So, you need to give it a chance. And if you want to speculate on this, getting a recovery, I can already tell you, this is the moment that you would want to buy to get some pretty nice returns in the next coming months, even couple of years. So just a little tip there, guys. No financial advice, only tips that I am looking at here for myself. So 𝗖𝗫, nice find, mate. Yes, sir. Spring point. Yes, we talked about that about a year ago. 𝗬𝗏𝗀 is pumping. What's going on with 𝗬𝗏𝗀𝗀? I think 𝗬𝗏𝗀𝗀 is one of those meme coins that you would want to consider having in your portfolio. 𝗬𝗏𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 is pumping a little bit here. Let's get this ascending triangle out of the way that broke through. Very, very nasty double top that we formed on 𝗬𝗏𝗀𝗀𝗀 here just a couple of weeks ago. It's still overall maintaining uptrend structure. Still looks pretty good. It could be forming a gigantic ascending triangle scenario. That is if you do not break here from the lows. But this is not the best looking chart if you ask me, right? This does not look a great chart. When you do take a look at Bitcoin from 2021, it formed a double top scenario like there. But as I do believe that the bull run is still very much active, I think 𝗕𝗶𝘆, they have an insane team. It's actually an ecosystem as well. It's they have insane marketing skills. So you're going to see 𝗕𝗶𝘆 very likely thrive in the meme coin section. Meme coins always pump before big crash. Yeah, very true. That is also something concerning. We had a meme coin rally in March, right? A lot of meme coins rallying in March and April, and that is bringing the corrective move on Bitcoin and other altcoins. So always when we have a meme coin hype, we need to be ready for those strong pullbacks, potentially for months. And this is what is basically happening. We're getting altcoins, a lot of them very far away from the highs of March. This is all because of the meme coin rally. Getting meme coins to rally very aggressively indicate tops, okay? There's been many tops on meme coin rallies. I can't remember where basically we had, we had a meme coin rally here, which was 𝗕𝗶𝘴 back in March, April. That signaled a local top. The big 𝗕𝗶𝘴 rally was back in March of 2023, and that is when the Bitcoin price and a lot of the altcoins were topping out, okay? We went sideways and even to the downside, so it was a local topping signal when we had that meme coin rally. We've had a meme coin rally here during the last couple of months, and that is where Bitcoin has topped out, right? Got meme coins going crazy back in March and April, right? Already correcting in April, and this is provided a local top signal. I can't remember which ones exactly happened here, but we also had major meme coin rallies, okay, before Bitcoin getting a major rally, which was definitely concerning, okay, for the price of getting a major pullback. So, yeah, no doubt, meme coin rallies do have a top signal. LDO TA after SEC allegations. Let's take a look at this one right away. LDO. Yeah, because LDO got a really nice rally during the last few months. However, obviously getting a pretty decent pullback during the top in March, of course, getting a pretty significant pullback. Very choppy. Very choppy. I like this consolidation. You know, this is still forming the momentum of higher lows. This reaction over here for me looks very good. This actually looks a pretty nice buying zone after a corrective structure. You're getting here the massive consolidation. The worst case scenario that I do see here on LDO is getting a spring point from the lows, coming down here to try and attempt to break the lows and then get a major rally after that. However, it still looks pretty good. You've already formed a double bottom right there. You got a major pump here breaking the market structure, and you're forming a higher low right there. So it looks pretty good for the price here of LDO holding, okay, and getting a rally in the next coming weeks. It does look pretty good. Let's take a look at the value area of the trading zone. Yeah, I mean, the point of control is providing the resistance, and the value area low of the entire range here since 2023 is providing that support and those wicks. So this is support, and this could be the low for LDO before it starts rallying in the next coming weeks, maybe coming months, right? It's probably going to get a bit more choppiness in this range, but you're at the value area low of the entire range of 2023 and 2024. So it doesn't look too bad here for LDO to actually maintain this 170, 180 as the lows here currently. Hello, our doctor, how are you doing? It seems we must stay till October. Algo reaching all-time high this bull market. What do you think, says 𝗬𝗏𝗏. We're going to take a look at that right away. Do I think that Algorand is going to be hitting all-time high in this bull market? Without a doubt, Algorand got an insane beating, all right, in the bear market, and that was also because it was, the Security Exchange Commission was fighting against it, saying that Algorand is a security, and it got a big, massive beating, okay, back into 2023. However, Algorand has to be one of the most solid L1 projects. It is in the top 50, and it did move down a few rankings, right? But it's still, is it in the, where is Algorand ranked? probably dropped ranking, to be honest, but Algorand 72. It's in the top 100 still. It got a big beating, but it's such a solid project still. It just got a big beating because of the Security Exchange Commission. However, can it reach all-time high? I can tell you that Algorand will highly likely get a big major rally, and without a doubt, getting above $1 seems realistic on Algorand. What we need to take into consideration, guys, on this cycle, that there's going to be thousands of cryptocurrencies that will not reach its previous all-time high, and it will just form a lower high on the bull run. So many altcoin projects, we need to consider taking profits when we are halfway through of hitting the all-time high. If you had a bag of XRP during the previous bull markets and you are waiting for its all-time high, its previous all-time high, to take those profits, well, obviously you failed miserably. You rode the bags all the way down to the lows again, right? So we need to understand that a lot of the altcoins are just going to get a major rally and they will not reach their previous all-time high. Be ready to DCA out, take aggressive profits, because a lot of the cryptos will be already doing a 5 to 10x halfway through the all-time high, right? Their previous all-time high. You know, if you would have bought XRP here in the bear market, right, around about 20 cents, 25 cents, and it got a rally almost to $2. This is getting in between a 5 and a 10x, right? This is huge gains. I mean, if you put $100,000 investment here and you're making a 6x, then you're making, you know, you're at 600,000. You would want to take at least your investment and part of profits, right? That's what I'm going to do on most of the cryptocurrencies. I will not wait to the previous all-time high. I will leave a moon bag, of course. You want to leave a moon bag, all right? 30%, 40%, but you want to get out because there's a lot of them, and I'm going to say thousands, potentially even more than 80% of the cryptocurrencies that have been here in the previous bull run, they will not reach the previous all-time high. So if you ask me, hey, do you think Algorand is going to hit its previous all-time high? I'm going to say, hey, Algorand does have a chance in hitting its previous all-time high without a doubt. It's a very solid L1 project. So it has a chance in hitting its previous all-time high. That would be over a 15x, right? Getting above $2.60 if we were to do that. But I would be happy if Algorand just starts getting above the $1, okay? This zone already is going to be a significant zone here for me to take some profits on Algorand. Okay, I will, you know, we need a DCA out, guys. We need to be ready to take those profits when we're hitting these fib levels, because you could just form, all right, a lower high on, you know, when it gets euphoric. And if Bitcoin's already at $120,000 or $150,000, we've seen a major rally, everything's just going a little bit too parabolic. We will see, you know, you start getting your friends, your old friends talking about crypto. What should I buy now? Everything's pumping. At the moment, we want to get the heck out, guys. I am going to wait. I am not going to wait on many cryptocurrencies for its previous all-time high to be smashed, because there will be a lot of them that are just going to create a lower high. Right? Just a little tip there, guys, because I want you to succeed and I want you to take profits. Don't be greedy. You can be a bit greedy. Don't be extremely greedy, because if you're extremely greedy, Algorand is going to go to $5. I'm going to hold it. You know, I will be making over a 30, 40x from my investment, and I'm going to be waiting because I'm sure Algorand is going to break through, right? And then you get the price obviously topping out here and just not managing, okay, to break through these certain levels of, you know, Fibonacci 50%, 618. You just get a major rally and then you just form a lower high right there and then come back down in the next coming years. You want to take profit, legends. You want to take profit. We do not know if we're going to hit all-time high. Imagine holding XRP here, right? You've been buying during 2018, 2019, 2020. You get the major bull run. This does a 6-7x return from the lows. So it has a major return. However, you get greedy and you want all-time highs and you want a 20x and a 30x and even more, right? And then what happens, of course, then you ride it all the way down again and you wait more years to still hope, right? Imagine the XRP army. They're devastated. They're devastated. So now you just got a bit of a hopium here for the XRP army that it's going to finally get into a massive bull run, which I think is not going to be the case. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of XRP. Right, let's take a look. Hi, I'm stuck in STRX. Any thoughts about it? STRX, you are stuck in STRX. I have no idea what this cryptocurrency is. Strike X. You are stuck on STRX. Is that on a trade position or is that basically on an investment? It's just got a major pullback during the last few months. Okay, so I wouldn't be too. I have no idea about this crypto project. But overall, STRX, it's just got a big major pullback. Okay, let's see if we do find some other charts here on STRX where we can find a little bit of more chart data. Yeah, it's getting a little bit of a bounce right now. It's a low liquid market, low liquid cryptocurrency. I wouldn't, if this is a solid project, I have no idea about this project, but if it's a solid project, this is looking pretty okay. It's just a major corrective move. And the more sideways you do go in the next coming months, guys, that is where I'm going to start buying very aggressively. When you form a bottom formation where the selling pressure has got exhausted, this is the zone where you want to extremely DCA very aggressively every week, every month, for when the pump happens and it does a 4, 5, 10x in a matter of a few weeks, you want to get the heck out. That is it. The strategy is simple, but you need to have a strategy of getting out. If you make a 5x and you don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Start thinking of collecting some of those profits and at least your initial investment, right? So yeah, what do you think about 𝗶𝗶𝘴? Yeah, 𝗶𝗶𝘴 is that the Chinese 𝗕𝗶? What can I say about this? What can I say about 𝗶𝗶𝘴? It's doing pretty good. It is doing pretty good, to be honest. It's got a major rally here during the last few days. Significant rally, 𝗶𝗶𝘴, during the last few days. It's the Chinese 𝗕𝗶. What can we say about this? Big major pump in a matter of 3-4 days. It's, this is already done. Wow, absolutely crazy. This has done almost a 4x in 5 days. Want to be cautious. If you want to be bullish on any of this, you want to be at the extreme lows. Right now, you're just testing the highs that was created in June, and it's creating a lot of choppiness. There's a lot of selling pressure here. You can see that on the chart, right? There's not many people interested in buying 𝗶𝗶𝘴 here at the highs. All of these wicks to the upside are having massive limit order short, okay, selling orders right there. You're hitting the highs. People want to get the heck out. People that have been buying during the last few weeks, they want to get out. This is why you get the price pumping, get people FOMOing in, and you got the smart money basically dumping on them at the highs. This is really not a great zone to consider buying this, even though if it might just consolidate here for the next coming days and get a major rally. Obviously, if you do consolidate here long enough, then I would say, okay, this is no longer becoming selling pressure. It's coming a reaccumulation zone. And if you do form a little bit of a wedgie structure and you're consolidating for several days here, I would say, hey, the selling pressure has already happened. And this is turning from a double top into a reaccumulation. And this is just getting ready for the next leg up. Okay. However, you need to give it a little bit of time here. But for the moment, this is still a lot of selling pressure at the highs on 𝗶𝗶𝘴. Right. STRX, no security, no regulatory issue so far. Its success will likely depend on its ability to maintain security, navigate regulatory landscapes, and continue fostering strategic partnerships. Well, if it's for the moment still a promise by the looks of things, but it could look, you know, they do have a chance without a doubt, right? By the looks of things, Thomas. Andy, please take a look at gold. I see a head and shoulder forming with price target at around 2,165, guys. Shall we take a look at gold? The main focus on Bitcoin has been given at the beginning of the stream, guys. Anybody that is here just for Bitcoin technical analysis, we provided the scenarios, the levels, the sign of weakness levels, and the sign of strength levels, okay? So not to worry, I will timestamp the Bitcoin technical analysis to realize, you know, what would be the levels that we need to break, and I will timestamp them, okay? Anybody joining the live stream right now, make sure to destroy the like button, guys. If you do enjoy the content, the education, technical analysis, I need those likes, guys. And if we do get to 500 likes, I'm giving a Trezor hardware wallet. You remember to comment down below after the stream, and I will also giving $500 worth of Bitcoin if we get to 1,000 likes, which looks like it is mission impossible right now with the amount of views. My goodness. Andy, can you please take a look at 𝗬𝗏? Let's take a look at 𝗬𝗏 for my man right now. Why not? 𝗬𝗏. 𝗬𝗏, one of the first bullish DeFi projects. Not looking too great. Not looking too great. We could be forming a little bit of a wedgie structure here. If 𝗬𝗏 does still continue with this kind of wedgie momentum, it will be looking pretty good. It will be looking pretty good. We're getting to the lows here, which is basically the highs from July the 23rd. It's broken the market structure. I like this zone for a reaccumulation. 𝗬𝗏 is one of those crypto projects in the DeFi space, such as Synthetics. I'm very bullish on SNX, guys, even though it's got a devastating corrective move the last couple of months. Very bullish on SNX, also very bullish on 𝗬𝗏. This is the purpose of cryptocurrency, guys. Decentralization, okay, and decentralized finance. And these are great decentralized finance products. 𝗬𝗏, Synthetics, Chainlink, okay. Even CRV, after getting that devastating collapse, I bought a little bit of CRV. I think it's still a great DeFi project. It looks dead right now. Apparently the CEO, the owner, you know, liquidated a huge amount of tokens and it got a massive dump, right? But that is good. You need to distribute those tokens out there and get them off the creators, right? Or the team. So overall, 𝗬𝗏, great DeFi project, and it is looking pretty nice. It's forming a really nice wedgie structure. You did break the bearish structure, as you can see. So you got this sideways triangle from the bear market, right? And then you broke the structure here back in October, November. And now you're just getting that really boring pullback and getting into a wedgie structure here. This is very, very bullish. This is the zone, guys. This is going to have a moment where it breaks out. Even though if you come back down and create another low, this is going to do something like this. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. You need to be ready. If that is going to be in the next 2 months or in the next 6 months, getting a bit more of a consolidation range, it will happen. And you will see this one breaking the highs again from March. Okay. So overall, nice accumulation zone here, looking very, very good. You're basically back testing the highs here from the bear market, right? Those lower highs that you have here, the last lower high zone, that is what you're back testing here currently. And it can get choppy, but overall I would be expecting it to maintain in the coming weeks to get that breakout. And it's a very, very solid DeFi project, 𝗬𝗏. Right, let's take a look at some news here, guys, because there is some interesting news. You got what's this one? We've got a few altcoins here in demand. 𝗖𝗏𝘶 from Marwan. Let's take a look at 𝗖𝗏𝘶 here. Why not? Altcoin on demand, guys. Quick basic technical analysis on higher time frame. All right. Yearn Finance. You know, what can we say about Yearn Finance? This is a massive, massive range. massive range. You come up to the highs of this wick from August of 2022. You got the lows right there. You get the deal, right, guys? You get the deal. I'm not sure if you're swing trading this or you're day trading or you're accumulating. I'm not going to do lower time frame analysis. The analysis for the setups is provided on Bitcoin. This is where I concentrate for my trading. I could not trade multiple altcoins because it's just too volatile and too much time. But I can tell you already, as an investor, Yearn Finance, also a pretty solid DeFi project, is formed a massive range during the last 2 years. When you get close to the lows, this is the zone of interest. This is round about the $4,000 to $5,000 range. We are very close to that zone. So without a doubt, this is great zone to DCA. This ain't going to do this, guys. This ain't going to do this. It ain't going to go to zero. Right? Well, I'm not going to say that it's not going to go to zero. Anything can go to zero in crypto. But overall, it's a solid project and it's unlikely it's going to go to zero. And this is usually a great buying zone. You're looking at the lows for that spring point. So you can see that there's a solid base in between $4,000 and $5,000 here on Yearn Finance. You should be targeting the highs of the range. Potentially in the next coming months, you are going to see the next rally that is going to break through that level. If that is going to be into the end of 2024, beginning of 2025, there is a high chance that the next leg up could break through the highs here on Yearn Finance, right? And then go to 20K and even $30,000, right? Getting that massive bullish momentum. So I know it's boring. I know it's bearish. But overall, you know, this is a great zone, right? If you're lucky, this might get a spring point. It might tap the lows before getting the recovery. If you are lucky, if you want to get this one extremely cheaper. But I would already consider DCAing here at this zone. Enna in a big bullish triangle, got some. Enna is in a very bullish triangle and he's got some very nice. Let's take a look at some news here. What's going on, guys? Because we do have some big inflows just in between yesterday and today. Over 2,000 Bitcoin on ETF inflows. Very nice indeed. 𝗖cie𝗺𝗺𝘂𝗵, issuer of USDC and 𝗬ṛC, secured the first stablecoin license under the European Union new MiCA regulation. Very bullish, very solid. I do have USDC as stablecoin, but this just gives me confidence that USDC is, you know, as it's being regulated, it's a very solid stablecoin, potentially better than US dollar tether. I have a little bit of both because you never know if a stablecoin could collapse, but this is bringing confidence for USDC, obviously. So I think, you know, this is pretty good. If you have any stable coins, you know, USDC looks pretty nice. 𝗬ṛC as well, which is pretty good. Despite China's ban on Bitcoin mining, Chinese mining pools still hold nearly 54% of the market share. A lot of miners in China, you know, and apparently, well, Bitcoin's banned there. So they do have a huge amount of the pools, as you can see. US also following here in the blue, as you can see, they're the second largest in the world, the US. And the rest of the countries here, very small percentage, as you can see, just less than 10%. China still leading in the mining sector. We have US Marshal Service announced partnership with Coinbase to safeguard trade its large cap digital asset portfolio. They have partnered here with Coinbase, US Marshal Service. Coinbase, no, without a doubt, you know, one of the largest exchanges out there in the US, and obviously big regulations, very legit with the funds. Coinbase would be the last, together with Bybit, of crypto exchange that I would believe that it's going to go to bankruptcy. Most of the ETF inflows are provided from the Coinbase funds. So Coinbase, without a doubt, has to be one of the most legit cryptocurrency exchanges out there. Most important thing, Michael Dell, who is the basically the CEO owner of Dell Technologies, he's very bullish on Bitcoin, and he did do a poll on Twitter saying the most important thing is AI, Bitcoin, love and relationship, none of the above. And, you got most of the people, most of the followers saying 43% Bitcoin, love and relationship number 2. But that's pretty fun to see that, most of the people are voting here for Bitcoin. We got some charts here that are interesting. In hindsight, this will look very obvious. We have some hidden bullish divergence on the RSI and on the stochastic RSI. I mean, I think these indicators are okay to take a look at on the higher time frame. So yeah, without a doubt, for me, I still believe that we are in very much a bull market, and Bitcoin will be breaking all-time highs. We are forming hidden bullish CVD divergence on these indicators, right? We have lower lows on the RSI and higher lows on the price action, giving us the possibility of the price getting oversold, right? And getting into a massive recovery here very, very soon. So overall, I do like the RSI on higher time frames, and we are seeing some hidden bullish divergence. Another good thing here about Roots, very interesting chart. Basically, after the halving, we have had many bull traps. Okay, you can see the halving through here. Hopefully, you guys can see this. You have after the halving during the previous cycles, we've had major corrective moves on the price of Bitcoin. Now, we have been hitting all-time high already before the halving happened. So a lot of people are speculating as well that, that this bull market was faster because of the ETFs. This is it. We're forming a gigantic double top, okay, from 2021 also. And we're going to start correcting very aggressively. I personally think that this is not going to be a double top. We're not going to see a large ABC corrective move. And we are going below $15,000 just because of the amount of adoption and inflows on the ETFs that are happening worldwide, right? There's a lot of adoption. You're seeing countries and big, large institutions getting into Bitcoin, right, during the last few months. So it is the corrective move down to $15,000, $20,000 is highly unlikely, and especially after the halving, right? And this just clearly shows that after the halving, we do get these bull traps, right? Where you get the rise, and in this case, we hit all-time high. And then we got a big major corrective move. We also got a corrective move here during the last few months, right? We hit $72,000 on Bitcoin, and we got a pretty decent, corrective move right over here during June. So yeah, without a doubt, we're still on track. I personally believe that this is a huge, massive reaccumulation stage. Worst case scenario is that we could come down to around about $50,000, maybe sub $50,000. That would be my worst case scenario inside of this bull run. I would not believe that the price will go sub $40,000. Very unlikely to happen, especially after the halving and the huge, massive adoption that we have worldwide. Legends, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you very much for joining the stream. Make sure to destroy that like button. If we get to 500 likes, then there's going to be a giveaway. Make sure to comment down below after the stream. The Bitcoin technical analysis was provided. The first 20-30 minutes of the stream, I will timestamp that so you guys can see it. Anybody that is coming to watch this, make sure to check out the links down below, guys. Bluffing is your greatest alternative for no KYC. $80,000 worth of deposit bonus you have right over there. Thank you very much, legends, and I will see you in the next one.